Thought I'd get an early jump on the week. This week in the Heritage Conference, we're going to start with volleyball in this episode. What a great night last night was at the KCAC. I haven't even started to look at the pictures. I had so many from the first two matches. The championship set, I just sat there and watched four great teams actually going last night. PL fell in 2 games to Conemaugh Township. The girls were obviously upset that they had lost, but they were rooting for Conemaugh Township to win it because then at least you lose to the winner. And those girls, very young. There were a couple seniors. And they played really well. The first set could have won, a few more going their way. And they ran in. Conemaugh Township was just a juggernaut last night. Purchase Line girls did awesome. They're the 2 seed in the District 6. I want to go over the playoffs too, so there's still volleyball to come. And if you missed the games last night, shame on you. I know the Pee Wee football was, the youth football or whatever it's called. We're playing at Penn's Manor, and I would have liked to have made that, but for the second straight year, for whatever reason, they're on the same day, same time. So I'm always going to pick varsity basketball over that, or volleyball. I'm sorry. If it was basketball, I might be at the youth games. So Purchase Line, we'll talk more about them later. Just a really nice effort. In the second game, West Shamokin continued their dominant role. But Northern Cambria, pretty much replaced the whole starting team. They just battled with them. 2 very close games, and that brought up the championship game. And that was an epic five-set battle. I think it was the Indians, then the Wolves won, then the Indians won. Then the 4th set was like crazy as the Wolves battled back to send it to the 5th set, and I think that just took everything out of them they had. One of the problems when you haven't lost in 2 years, and I think they've maybe lost 6, 7 sets, not counting district playoffs, is maybe they ran out of gas. I don't know. But Conemaugh, West Shamokin's a great team, awesome team. Obviously, if you haven't lost a regular season game in 2 years, but the Indians were just monsters last night. I mean, they were blocking everything. If you're looking for someone as a role model, Aaliyah Talmadge from West Shamokin, awesome as usual, setting the ball, and Sarah Swank from I think it's Sarah. I apologize if it's not. From Conemaugh Township, she was just blocking and spiking everything. She was just phenomenal. If you watch the 5th set video, she's like all over the coach, or all over the place, and she just had an awesome game. But all the girls played really well. You don't get to that level that far without playing well. And unfortunately, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. But there were a lot of people that stayed there. I don't think it ended close to 10 o'clock last night because of the championship going 5 sets. Renda Broadcasting filmed that, so if you want to see some really, really good volleyball, check that out. As far as the District 6 playoffs are coming up, I guess next year they're talking about 6 classifications, but this year there's only 4. Let's start with Indiana. Indiana, I said they were going to play on the road and then play the number 1 seed, and I'm wrong. They're their home team, and they're playing in Norwin, and then if they win that, they play the number 1 seed. I'm going to try to be there Tuesday night, hoping I get a ride from a family member to that one. I'd like to support the girls. They're having an awesome year, and I know they can win that game. And they're the home team, by the way, and they're driving farther than the visiting team. I'd also like to mention that. Thank you, WPIL. As I've decided, I've been doing this for 4 years now, and I don't charge anything. And I should be able to impress my opinion. If I upset somebody, I apologize. But our football team lost 74-6. I'm from Indiana. We need time to rebuild that program. We need to do something. Switching coaches is not going to do anything. And nothing against any of the coaches. As far as the that's 3A Whitfield. As far as District 6, all the teams are in Double A or single Double A or single A. Marion Center and West Shamokin, the only two teams that made that. They're both in the same bracket, which they'd go up against Richland, who is a very, very good team. I've seen Richland this year. Marion Center starting on the road in Huntington. That's a long drive, so I'm not sure. That's Thursday. That game starts Thursday. So I'm probably going to be over at West Shamokin. They're playing Tyrone. Undefeated Heritage Conference regular season champions, and you're starting with, you don't get one of the 3 byes, so it is what it is. It'd be nice to see those 2 girls meet in the final, or those 2 teams meet in the Final Four. Both of them are super well coached. If West Shamokin would win, they would play Forest Hills at home again. And Forest Hills I can't believe Forest Hills is ranked 5 because they're just a really good team. Forest Hills was the team that beat them last year. In fact, I was talking to some people at the KCAC, and I told them, I said, I go to a lot of volleyball in 4 years, and at West Shamokin, the people are really great out there. The players are great. Everything's awesome about that school. And I think I've only seen them lose once at home, and that was last year against Forest Hills in the District 6 play. That's boys and girls. I've seen them lose. They probably don't want me showing up at the KCAC. However, they did win it last year. And I've seen them lose a couple, playoff games against very good teams on the road, but they just do an awesome job there. So, that'd be nice to see them get the first 2 at home, if possible. But you got to win one at a time. You can't look past Tyrone. Marion Center, that's a long bus ride for those girls. But I'd love to see them down in Richland. Obviously that would be a titanic struggle, but again, you got to take one game at a time. So that's what we're looking at this week for volleyball in the Double A. And let's see if I can pull up the Single A here real quick. I apologize. I had it up, and I think I took a picture of it. I'll just pull up the bracket again. I don't know why they wait to the last minute to get this up. So we have Homer, Center, Portage, Conemaugh Valley. We'll all be playing on Wednesday. None of those games are really close for me, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing there. Northern Cambria and Purchase Line get byes in opposite ends of the bracket. So let's start with the top half of the bracket where West Branch is at. And I've been down to the District 6 Championship 3 years in a row, twice for Homer Center and once for Northern Cambria, and those West Branch girls are really, really good. I would like to see somebody else get to play them again this year. I'll go down there. Homer starts in Glendale. It's another drive. I've been there before. I've been to all these places pretty much. I've been to Huntington, but it's not a drive you want to make. Portage starts at Bishop Carroll. That's a little bit closer for me. And then Conemaugh Valley is playing in Juniata Valley. That's another one. I tell people all the time, like, where's your school located? Where's the school you're going to located? I'm like, it's out in the middle of a cornfield or hidden behind a mountain somewhere. The winner of the Conemaugh Valley Juniata Valley game will be Purchase Line's first match, and that will be, these games are taking place Wednesday. That'll be the following Monday, so I should be there. Northern Cambria is going to get the winner of Portage and Bishop Carroll, so I'm hoping both those games are all Heritage Conference go. And the winner of the Glendale Homer Center game, the reward is you get to play West Branch in West Branch, and that's not much of a reward. So not too bad. We got 7 out of our 12 teams, and Conemaugh Township is in District 5, so 8 of the 12 teams actually. And if you count Indiana, 9 of the 13 teams are made the district playoffs. So volleyball is looking strong. I'm hoping to get go to some more college games here coming up and see some of the local girls that have moved on to the next level, because there's a lot of them out there. So ladies, keep practicing hard. Don't give up on your dreams. And thanks for watching.